Previously on Forsyth Fantasy Hour. Emmy, I want you to meet someone here. Right here is one of the new associates coming into Weapons and Gear. My name's Reddick Richardson. It's good to meet the two of you. I wanted to be professional blacksmith. Maddock wouldn't let me. He told me to do this instead. Got me in trouble. Now things seem worse. You guys know about the well forges? So there actually is a well forge in there.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This place needs to be shut down now. If those guys outside were in here now, we would be in a deep trouble.
But we'll let the two of you be on your way. Now, what were your names again? Emmy and Gray Orange, was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Emmy, what was it? What was your last name?
Orange?
Elliot describes the other 5 members of the Insect Glaive. The Crimson Weta, Jarrus Click, a rock gnome researcher, tinkerer, and scientist. He builds an assortment of machines and contraptions for himself and for the Insect Glaive. He's also the right-hand man to the Hive King.
Wow, what's that? Because I see all the pieces.
Yeah.
I was like, what is
It was a spider.
As in a mechanical spider?
The only thing you notice is there is a symbol, a very stylized J. You see on the ceiling, because these ceilings are really high,
Oh, yeah.
a shadowy figure and long
Tendrils, fingers?
legs are hanging from there. And as you look up and you see it, it scurries into a hole and then goes into the ceiling.
Maybe it's something else completely. Something that was like living in the mountain or something.
I think we might have to do with the Insect Glaive.
Lawrence, what were you looking for in those crates in the storage room?
I was told to get weapons for the artificer.
Who is the artificer?
Jarrus. Well, you're looking for Jarrus. Guess you found me. You see Reddick standing in front of you, and he's wearing something on his chest that has these long metallic legs sticking out of it. And on the center of his chest is
It's a symbol.
a symbol with the letter J. All along, the Insect Glaive member Jarrus Click has been toying with our heroes and leading them into a trap. However, Emmi and Jak still have a job to do, so it's finally time to take care of business. Back to the show. Vicky and Tristan are real upset with me. I'm very excited.
We're in for a ride.
Right? Something is cooking.
Yeah. Let's see.
this
We're
is-
looking at the battle map here.
Yeah.
And I would say, what is it? We're flanked exactly by 2 boys, and then their bigger, not so Lawrence boy is at the closed door that he closed.
Yes.
And then directly in front of us is this
Little
little nerd thought that he could fool us.
Well,
and
actually,
he did.
he did for a
I'll
while.
give him that. But you know what? He just revealed himself to us, and I you know what? I want some answers.
Yeah, but
and
you-
I say that in character.
Do you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
'Cause-
say that.
Okay, in character you said that. And
I say I want some
And
answers.
I was hurrying back to save your sorry butt.
I know, right?
Okay.
Ain't I a stinker?
Yes, you are.
Oh, it's so nice to meet the two of you, finally.
And so you said you kept calling Gordy Lawrence. And now we know that Lawrence is some kind of weird keyword here that has everybody mesmerized. Like he said, we want some answers.
It's been really fun to watch the two of you run around in circles trying to figure everything out. I mean, you too are the ones that are trying to stop the Insect Glaive. But I mean, I've heard so much about you. I mean, Zorva's gonna be so happy to see you. Jak?
Uh-oh.
Jak, was it? Which really threw me off because last time I met Jak Pilgrim, I killed him. But you know,
I don't actually. You want to talk more about that? I hold up a crossbow.
And he goes, sure, shoot me. I don't care. Go right ahead.
Why would he not care? This is making...
Well, because everything's played in my court. You guys are walked away. Big Brutus, I gotta hand it to you. You were great. Selling out your brothers, selling out these people, I really appreciate that. And Brutus doesn't say anything. He's just standing by the door, still holding his axe.
Because the last thing he said to us was, I'm sorry.
I mean, this guy, I don't know how much you know about this guy, but he's a really talented blacksmith. And, man, Maddox wouldn't let him do his passion, wouldn't give him the respect he needed. But at least I did. Now he's giving you two respect by letting me kill you.
Cool. So, we're gonna get down to that or what? Because, if you're not gonna tell me how you killed my brother, my friend, my brother, then, I'm not really down for talking anymore.
Well, don't you want to know some answers?
I don't.
Well, I kind of do.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to flip a coin to see which goes first, whether we fight or you get some answers. I mean, I'm sure Emmy would like to know a whole lot about, Green Kid or Elliot. That'd be kind of great. I mean, I'm sure you want to know about Jak and, what's the other guy's name? Oh, yeah, Totem. I think you probably want to know about him, too.
What? Yes, actually,
I would.
See, okay, glad. I'm glad the ball is in my court.
Okay.
I'm pacing. Jak is pacing.
But I do grab the
he's-
back of his shirt, like, stop.
No, I'm just pacing. I'm pacing. I'm pacing in place. I do not care what you're doing. I do not care what he's doing. But I take out Dex, and I try to make sure that nobody sees him.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Okay.
I pull sleight of hand.
That is true.
And I.
Oh, no, I'm going to need you to roll.
I try to get Dex to get up onto Jarrus.
Oh, wow. 19.
Ooh, very nice.
19.
Yes, sir.
Plus animal handling.
Animal handling. That's 20.
Okay. Without any notice of Jarrus, Dax scurries up into him, and you can see he goes up his clothes and goes into his big metal piece he's wearing.
Yes,
on his chest.
That's exactly where I wanted him to go.
Oh,
There you go.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So just keeps talking. He goes, "Okay, so what do you guys want to know about first? I mean, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions."
How much of what you told us was true?
Oh, no, all of it.
Well, he does seem to know about our particular... I've never seen this man before. How would he know about Elliot?
I don't know. I was just wondering if what he told us about his dad and the well forge.
Oh, well, no, the dad thing was a lie.
Okay. That's what I meant.
That's great.
I am my father. That was the whole joke. Like, I know about well forges because I'm one of the founding members of the Insect Glaive.
Oh, so you were playing your own son.
Yeah, I'm the Crimson Weta. I mean, my name was Reddick. Red in the name.
Oh.
You've already met the Black Spider and Green Kid.
Oh, got it.
You've had run-ins to Magenta Moss, so you kind of missed a boat on that one, didn't you?
I mean, like, I don't care. You guys all suck. I don't.
You can't.
I really don't care.
Yes, you have colorful names. Get it?
Yeah, they're really fun.
They're colorful.
It's all fun and all. You're all really
Whatever.
meticulous
Black,
with your,
red, and
with your
magenta,
names.
whatever.
Yeah, you guys pay money for those tiers in this group you guys got. That's really cool of you. That's really cool.
I'm not impressed. Anyway, tell us. Tell us what you want to tell us. Anyway, it's obvious there's something you want to say.
Well, okay. Well, first, I'll explain the mind control that's happening to the other brothers. That is from a device under my own creation, which I use to alter people's memories and alter people's thoughts and ideas. So it is not possession or any sort of magic like that. No, it's flat out science. And I've used it before on your good friend Elliot, who was Green Kid. Met him when he was a young kid.
Yes.
Yeah. Poor little Elliot, left all alone, almost to die. But if it wasn't for me, he probably would have.
But at least I can tell that your trick doesn't last because he was able to snap out of it.
And, that's something that legitimately kind of pisses me off because it's not supposed to.
Well, there you go.
And then in the case of your buddy Totem, who, wanted to go find a dude and just got some information out of him, just took one of my pills for no reason. Oh, what an idiot.
And where is he?
Oh, well, you'll find out soon enough. Oh, you can say this out loud. I won't.
Okay.
I'm on your side. I'm sorry I'm playing a guy who's very mean to
He's
you.
just playing another guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're really creeping me out there.
But you mentioned to him.
So quietly, when he said, "Oh, you'll find out soon enough," okay, I looked at Jack and I went, "The coat."
What coat?
You mean Maddox?
Maddox
Road?
was dropping a coat into.
Oh,
Oh, that was Reddick's coat.
yeah, that was a decoy. That was
a
to,
decoy.
to make you guys think that.
Okay, but all I
Reddick.
saw was a coat.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So Jairus cuts back and he goes, "No, when you guys apparently first met Totem, which we didn't even know he was associated with you guys up until, well, a week ago. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that all of our lives are interconnected in some way. It just seems like, life finds a way.
Like a little web. Sylvian's little web.
Yep.
Yes.
He really likes that, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. And the other thing you don't know about Sylvian is we've been in constant communication with him with one of my devices.
Yes.
The spiders, right?
Which we destroyed.
And as you say that, he actually has a legitimate, shock on his face.
Yeah, they were really nice.
And crunchy.
Yeah.
As you crunched it.
Yeah,
Remember.
it was really cool how
Yeah.
you made it crunchable in one's own hand.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
So
This
and-
really does.
And the mayor, he knows.
Yeah.
This really gets under Jairus' skin, and he goes, "Oh, okay. So you're 2 for 1 on me.
Maybe 3.
Why would it be 3?
I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. Is that we're all kind of one-upping each other here. That's kind of the point of the
but now
conversation.
I've trapped you and tricked you, so now I have 1 for sure.
Well, yeah.
For the moment.
Yeah, there's the doors closed. You have these brainwashed boys behind us. You do have 1.
However, right outside, is a whole army of people.
Yeah.
Come again?
Like we said, the feds are.
We said
the feds
this
are
from
here.
We were straight up with all of you guys.
we were not lying about the government.
There's a bunch of police just outside the door waiting for us to come out.
Yeah.
So they're just outside. It won't take long before they come in.
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys have them in your pockets too. Actually, that's an actual question. Actually,
I'm not going to give you an answer on that.
He doesn't. Yes.
looks like we're 4 for 1 now.
No, I think we're at 3.
Let's make it 2 to 2. Brutus, let's get ready to kill them."
Okay.
And Brutus just kind of stands there. And he goes, "Brutus, come on. I mean, you've sold out everyone else. Might as well sell these 2 out, too." And Brutus is looking at him. And he says, You told me my brothers wouldn't be mind affected. That was our deal." And then Jairus kind of looks back at him and just goes, "Oh, okay, hold on. I mean, they'll be fine. I can make sure of that."
Brutus, you can't believe a word this guy is saying. Don't you realize he's using everyone? And so, no, don't go kill those people. And you could still be on our side. We could use 1 more on our side.
And then make a persuasion.
Okay. Oh, 11, 9 and 10.
Brutus,
Can I assist?
I would just say you can try.
Okay. Whoopsies. Okay. I got a 9, so.
9 and 11.
So, I mean, Brutus is just still kind of standing there. I don't know.
Well, what else you have to lose?
He looks at Jairus. He goes, "My brothers will be okay, right?" And he goes, Yeah, sure. You have my word.
Oh, my God, which means nothing.
As long as you take care of little old half and half here."
Really?
And Brutus goes, "Okay." And then he steps kind of behind you guys. Okay. Well, I'll leave you guys to it. I think it's time to get ready to rumble. And
Yeah, that's right, Dax.
okay, as soon as make a roll and add your animal handling to it.
Cool.
Like,
You've already succeeded. It's just this is adding something onto it.
Okay, cool. That's 11.
Okay. Jairus, on his little, because he has a metal J plate on his front, and he has one on his back that is connected to the legs. These little controls come out and like stick out. He grabs onto them, and when he moves that, he realizes the leg arms, the Dr. Octopus arms, aren't working, and he's like, "Oh, come on, what the hell?" And he's doing that, and as he does that, Dax runs back to you.
Cool.
So he chewed up some stuff?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want what I want to do, if you'll let me, is as I pick up Dax, I want to take that crossbow and shoot him, since he can't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
since
since
he seems kind of
Yeah.
out of sorts. So, yeah, I'll roll for that. If that's
Yeah, go for it.
cool.
Well, why not? Oh,
It's okay. It's a 7, but yeah, that was an 11.
The arrow hits across his chest, and he kind of steps back and goes, "Oh no!" And he falls into the well-forged design.
Oh.
that may be bad though, because remember, it enhances stuff. This may not be great.
And as soon as Emmi says that, there is a large magical shockwave that comes just directly above the forge, and crawling out of it is Jairus. He is not wearing the plate anymore. The arms are now literally attached to him.
We're fighting Dr. Octopus?
Yeah,
And he goes,
that's what I thought. This can't be great.
"Oh boy,
Oh boy.
let's do this."
Oh boy.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no. This sucks.
Well, it went from sucky to. Oh jeez.
I got a 7.
Oh jeez.
Did you roll?
No, I didn't roll. Oh. Do me and Roderick roll?
Yeah, you were fighting. This is a big fight now.
20.
Okay, so you're gonna go first.
20. 20.
Oh, one of us has to do well.
Guys, be glad to know that my boss rolled a 1 for initiative, so he's going last.
Yeah, that's what
And
he gets.
What about Roderick?
He did well. And so the order will go Emmi, Jak, Roderick, Jairus, and then the Stonecutters will all go in one move.
Okay. All right, cool. So you're first.
Emmi, you're at the top of the order. What do you want to do?
And so is he larger?
No,
He's the same.
No, he's the same.
Which was actually a small dude.
Yeah, he was a gnome, so he's like just an inch or so shorter than you.
But with these magical wings.
They're not wings. They're metal, like spider arms, and there's 4 of them.
Okay.
And now they're magically welded into him.
It's like Dr. Octopus, but
From Spider-Man?
It's not tentacles. They're like spider legs.
And I don't want to get close to him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
How far would you say those legs reach?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Okay. How about do blindness on him?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Because it says range is 30.
Yeah, you're in range of him. And so I have to beat your spell DC.
13?
The spell save DC?
Yeah, spell save DC.
13.
Okay. He failed.
Yay!
For 1 minute. Jairus is blind.
Great. So now you guys go for it. Get him!
Cool. So me next, right?
You, Roderick, all of y'all, get him. You got a minute.
I want to charge him with the gauntlets, which I would hope to assume that they start glowing now because we are at the well forge.
You're at the forge. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Speaking while you're running towards them, your beacon is being illuminated, and within
in the backpack.
the backpack within Jairus's bag, you can see a glowing item as well.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. It's so bright you can see it.
Oh, as we're getting closer, or has it been like this the whole time?
It's been like this whole time.
Okay.
You're just noticing it now.
Cool. All right.
Because maybe as you're getting closer, you see it. So he can't see you.
Yeah.
But what?
You can hear me coming.
Well, sure, but hey, you know what? Maybe you can grab that before you.
Oh
hit
yeah,
him.
no, I was thinking about it. I'm thinking either I'll fake a hit and try to use fast hands to like take his orb, or maybe I'll actually hit him and then see what happens. But
So are you gonna Hit him with the gauntlets.
Fast hands. That's not a bonus action, is it? That's just an action.
Oh, a sleight of hand. What's fast hands?
I don't know. I wrote it under thief.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wrote it under thief.
You thief.
It could be sleight of hand. I don't know why I wrote it like that. If that's the case,
You can make a dex sleight of hand check, use your thieves tools, or take a use an object action as a bonus action. So you can do sleight of hand as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
If you did want to steal it from him, yeah, you could.
Okay, and I can hit him first. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, cool. I'll do that.
Let's do that.
All right. All right, cool. All right, that's decent. That's 12 plus the 1 attack bonus is plus 1.
13.
That's 13.
Roll it again. You have advantage. He's blind.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, that was 5. That one's 6.
Oh, so it was the other
Just
one.
a 13.
As you punch, he because he can't see, he smiles and he just kind of moves out of the way right before you hit him.
Okay. Well, as that happens, I got sleight of hand, and I try to go for his bag or his orb. It's in his bag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess... I think I'd try to go for the orb, but if I can get the whole bag, that'd work too.
Okay. You will have to pass the check to get the orb. You will have to succeed incredibly well to get the bag.
Get the bag. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. I failed incredibly well. It's a 1.
Oh.
Do you think he throws me into the well forge?
No.
Because I'd like
Don't
to get some stuff melded on me too.
No, when you stick your hand in in his bag,
Oh no.
Yeah. That can't be.
you realize like your whole arm goes in like way further than you thought this was going to. And
It's
then
like a magical bag.
as Emmy says that, he stands kind of in front of me and goes, "Huh, I guess he's never seen a bag of holding before." And then you feel something burn your hands as you pull it back out.
Oh geez. Okay, cool.
It's Roderick's turn. He goes and he makes an attack on Brutus.
Okay. Because Brutus has his orders.
Yeah. Might be nice to just knock him out for a bit.
Yeah.
As Roderick kind of jumps to pounce on him, Brutus knocks him out of the way with his hammer.
Are you serious?
Or his axe.
We're not doing as good as we had been.
Was that just the defense, or did that do some damage on Roderick?
No, it was defense.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
good.
All right, good.
Good, great.
Because it's like there's doing bad, and then there's actually taking damage and consequences from it.
Yeah,
Like,
so far, other than your little Bernie hands, we hadn't been doing too badly until just now.
with my hands burnt. With my hand burnt, did that do any damage? Or?
No.
It was just a.
Yeah, it was just a sting.
Because I
Okay.
was about to say, do I need to do cure wounds on him or something?
You might in a little bit, because
Cool.
with you right in front of Jarrus, he reaches into his bag and he grabs something and just, like, he hits you in the stomach with his hand and rubs this gel all up on your torso. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Jeez, man.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a 5 total.
I'm gonna, even though he's blind, I'm gonna let it happen.
Oh, I was going to say, doesn't he have disadvantage?
Okay. Yes. Then I will say you, because what he has to do probably would require seeing, not putting the gel on though.
That
Well, 'cause
gel,
he-
he slathered that on me. I'm
Because he's
in front of
right
him.
in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
We can make the argument. So if you roll again, you will have advantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
So you need to roll again.
Okay.
Just hopefully you get a better number.
I certainly hope so.
Wow. It's the same thing.
Oh boy. So what happens is a small trinket comes out of his hand. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's a Mexican mariachi.
Oh, castanets.
It looks like a castanet, but it's flint and steel, and he rubs it against each other, and a fire sparks, and it goes.
Lights me on fire.
He lights you on fire.
Cool.
Crap.
Awesome.
So
You take 7 points of damage.
Awesome.
You are also on fire.
Cool. So, how does damage work again? I have my hit point max, but then I have my armor class. The armor class is just for defense against hits, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that does damage on my hit points. How much did you say again?
7.
7. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was 13. Oh, that was because I said armor class. Okay, so I got 7 right now.
okay. When this happens, can I turn? That's because I'm seeing this happen right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So almost instantly, can I turn to him and do cure wounds and touch him? Because it says range touch.
No, you were not near him.
Yeah, and it's somebody else's turn, right?
Yeah. No, you won't be able to do that this turn because 1, it's not your turn in the order, and 2, you are not close enough to touch him.
Okay. So
You-
do I have to move closer to him or something?
It is not your turn.
No, I know. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So whose turn is it now?
it's going to be the Stonecutter brothers.
Oh, crud.
Yeah.
We have to sizzle for a minute.
Yeah.
So instinctively, Brutus fights. He's fighting with
While blind.
that's Jairus.
Oh, dang it.
No, you can't fool him.
Dang, he's good.
keeping up.
Yeah, he keeps up, don't he?
That's the job.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
in the description. Game master, keep up.
Yeah. Dang it.
Well, this will be like cool artwork, you know. It's like a battle at the Well-Forged design, and Jack's like shirtless because his torso clothing is burned off. That's a real action movie right there. Probably looks like Bruce Willis since he's bald.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brutus grabs his axe with 2 hands and he swings it, trying to hit Roderick in the head, but Roderick dodges out of the way.
Oh, thank God.
The other 2 brothers are not doing anything. They just stand there.
Okay.
Emmy,
Okay, and
Emmy,
you're
it
saying-
is your turn.
And you're saying the other 2 brothers, who are now Lawrence 1 and 2, they're just still under that spell or whatever. They're
Yeah.
still just standing there.
Yeah,
Okay. So you said it's my turn.
it is your turn.
And Spider Boy over there is still blind, right?
The Crimson Weta is still blind, yes.
What's the second word?
Weta.
Weta. Okay.
It's a small, gross insect.
I've never heard of such a thing.
It's mostly known in Australia, I believe.
Okay. So, again, is there any way that I can run up to Jack and touch him
And heal?
in my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Because he's on fire. Okay, so Cure Wounds says that I have to be able to touch him. You touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs, which he's neither.
Surprise, Jack. You've always been dead. I'm kidding. So
No.
roll 1d8 and then plus your wisdom.
4,
And then plus your wisdom.
3.
The base for the wisdom, or
Yeah. No, 3. That's good.
Oh, because there's a 16.
no.
It's plus 3.
It's the plus 3.
3. So 7.
Okay.
Oh, I just get it all back.
Sure. Cool.
And yeah, he and so yes, he stops. Hopefully the burning, but does he get healed up?
You got healed from the burns. There is still a little bit of fire on you. So when it's your turn, it's conveniently your turn now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured I'd still be on fire because it was like gel, so
Yeah.
like it was more of a chemical.
Oh
thing.
yeah. So
Yeah. Like,
And so
it's like rubbing hand sanitizer on somebody and lighting them on fire. Like
Yeah.
that's what I imagine because that stuff stays on fire.
well,
I don't ask me how I know that.
another time.
Another time. He's pissed me off quite a bit. I try to pummel him still since I'm right next to him with my gauntlets.
okay.
Yeah.
Make a gauntlet attack.
Cool. I do want to try something, but maybe I'll try that on my next turn. How long does the blindness last, actually?
It says
Well, I know how long it because it's a minute. I'm counting it up.
Oh, that's right. It's all those little turn things.
Yeah.
It's so many turns, like 10 turns or something.
Yeah.
By the time it's Emmy's next turn, he can see.
Okay.
So I should probably do this. I do want to hit him
Okay.
with the gauntlet, but I want to do the recall blade thing and call the blade to my hand, like when I guess like when I make contact with him, I guess if I do like.
I'm gonna have you roll the gauntlet attack first.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you based off that roll.
Okay. That looks better. That looks much better. It's a 17.
You can roll it for advantage.
Cool. That's 17. That's +1, so that one was 18 total.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, so that one was 15. So
Okay.
it's the last one.
So
right?
18 was the first one.
Yeah, the first one was 18.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Where you hit him and then roll for damage.
With the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 1d4. 4.
Ooh.
Plus 1. 4 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Was that better, by the way? Because it's the gauntlet and... We said the smorbs were glowing.
Yes.
No, we didn't mention the gauntlets. Okay, that's fine.
Roll Arcana, which I believe you have advantage on.
I do. It's +3. I'll make that 3 better. Cool. 7. I don't know how it works. So.
No, it does not.
Okay.
It doesn't glow. Roll damage for the sword because it's also scraping against him.
Yes.
It's not physically impaling him, but it's cutting into him.
Yes.
That was quite creative.
1d6 plus 3. That is 3 plus 3. That's 6.
Okay.
Cool.
So you do another 6 damage to him.
Cool.
Um,
That was 5 plus. That was 11 damage total on my turn. Just
I believe so.
Cool.
Good. And you got yours back.
Yes. Yes. I give what I receive.
And then some.
And then some.
You're still shirt's still on fire though.
You forget about that.
I guess I noticed that after I get the good hit in and just try to take it. Just kind of try to pat it out with my other hand.
You take 1 damage.
Okay.
It's Roderick's turn.
Okay.
And he is going to leap on top of Brutus, trying to pin him to the ground.
Okay. He is a big boy.
Yes.
Okay, he does it. Yes. So he jumps and he slams Brutus onto his back, and Brutus lets go of his axe.
Okay.
And Roderick just stays pinned down on him.
Okay.
And he tells you, Emmy, telepathically, we should get them safe. I don't think we should. Let's make sure no one gets harmed. None of the dwarves get harmed.
Okay. Do I pick up the thing that guy that he
Nope,
just dropped?
you were too far.
Oh, right.
You're now next to Jak.
Yeah.
And Jairus still stands in place. And he's going to cast a spell.
Oh no?
Oh, on her?
Himself.
On himself?
She's going to use a buff.
He is casting Shield of Faith.
Oh, which I happen to have one of.
Mm-hmm. So he gets a +2 bonus to his AC. His armor class.
What a cool guy.
Oh. And so why can he do this? Does he have spell casting abilities?
Yes, he does.
Jerk.
And as he does that, you see him rifle through his bag again, and he actually breaks like a little stone in his hand. And then this glowing light just goes all around him, and there's almost like a little like starship shield around him, just a little bit more.
I knew he put up some shields just now.
And he's just sitting there smiling, going, "This is great. I'm loving this."
Yeah. Would my guiding bolt do any good against that shield?
You have to find out in your turn.
Is it her turn?
No.
Oh, it's Stonecutters, right?
It's a Stonecutter's turn, and Brutus is going to try to get away from Roderick.
You can't do that. You can't do that here. It's not fair.
He's still prone. He's trying to break away from him. He's trying to reach for his axe, but he can't.
Good.
Cool.
Emmy, it is your turn. As it is your turn, you see Jairus' eyes as they were grayed out before they start returning back to color. And he's like, "Oh, okay, wow. Also, this is what's been happening." Emmy, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. And again, I'm curious as to, does the guiding bolt, does it penetrate his shield?
If you beat his AC, it probably will. Well, it will. It's just he has a
A large?
Yeah.
I have to have a high number.
Mhm.
He's not blind anymore, by the way, so
Well,
it made me nervous.
I know. And so I have to add what to this?
That's what I'm finding out.
Okay.
So that is your spell attack bonus, so you're adding 5 to it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
perfect.
Sure. 17, 22.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Where do you hit him?
You want to go for his eyes again?
I'm
Maybe
thinking
blind him?
his head. Yeah, his face. I'm thinking his face, his
Maybe
head.
his mouth. I don't like it.
I know,
when he talks.
right?
So
Yeah.
as you have healed Jak, you take out your holy symbol and you put it right in his face. And
Dang, that's a lot of dice there.
He's doing all these rolls like at the same time.
I know.
Getting ahead of it.
you do 13 points of damage to him. So his face is like seared from holy light.
Oh, yes.
All right. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And when you do that, he yells
Really? Good.
in pain.
So,
And he's looking pretty bad right now.
jerk.
So it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you I want to do? He's got that shield up that's all around him and like his bag too.
Yeah.
You think if I could invoke the magic in my gauntlets, I could do something like the
Try
same
it.
way? Try it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I would have to do an Arcana roll.
Mhm.
Okay. Dang, man, that was a 1. That was a 4.
Even, but with advantage?
With advantage?
Yeah, because it's an arcana roll.
Arcana. What else?
Oh yeah, no, with Arcana, that's 4. So.
Yeah, no, nothing's just coming to it.
Okay, well,
And I'll let you do a bonus action.
bonus
One of
action?
your bonus actions, like the fast hands or cunning action. I won't let you do an attack though.
Okay, because I'm thinking I could do fast hands, but if his stuff is like under the shield, then
Right.
it's kind of like I can't
Almost
get,
pointless.
Yeah, I just can't get my hands past that. I could try, but
Yeah.
it's probably smarter for me to dash and evade or dash and hide.
Well, you said that you were right up against him, so maybe this is a good time to get away
Yeah.
or
Okay.
back up.
So that would be disengage, so that he does not have an attack of opportunity on you.
Cool. Yeah, I would probably disengage. Could I say something too? Like,
Yeah,
while I'm-
and then you have movement to get away as well.
Cool. So I guess I kind of turn and I see that Roderick has got one of the brothers pinned.
Brutus.
He's got Brutus pinned. And I also noticed that the other two are just kind of standing there still.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, oh, this might be smart. Lawrence, go to sleep.
They both just lay on the ground and they close their eyes.
Nice.
Cool, because I mean, I figured, like, if we could call to Lawrence, then so can Jarrus. So if we tell Lawrence to go to sleep, then they can't hear any more commands. That's like turning your phone off.
Oh,
So,
that's smart.
Jairus kind of looks at you and just goes, "Huh, that's pretty clever.
yeah.
Too bad the spirits of the guardians aren't talking to you, but props to you. That's like a quarter point.
I mean, like, I'm still ahead, though, so...
I set you on fire while I was blind. That's giving me a point.
That's not fair.
A point.
I
Brutus,
was
that's
right
a
up next
point,
to
right?
you.
That's a point, right? He doesn't say anything.
What about your face? How's your face feeling these days?
Does it hurt to
Spider
talk?
boy.
He flips you off.
How's your face doing? Well, he's got the audacity to talk about your burn. Would you like some cream for your burn?
So it's Roderick's turn, but he's going to hold his action until Emmy gives him a command. So at this,
On Emmy's turn?
It's Roderick's turn.
it'd be a free. Speaking is a free action. So
Okay.
at any moment, if Emmy, you'd like to.
Command Roderick.
I think we're good.
Okay,
With,
cool.
I think Roderick's good.
Okay. Well,
I mean, this would just mean, just for clarification, that, like, at any moment now, since he's held his action, since Roderick held his action, at any moment in these next upcoming turns, you can call to Roderick and have him do something, right?
yes,
Okay.
I am giving you that option.
Let's do that. Thank you.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Let's just do that.
It's Jairus' turn. He walks over to Emmy, and he uses his metal. I don't know what they're called. Other than legs.
Almost like
metal
pinchers?
limbs. I would say
Metal limbs, because they're not pinchers, because
Okay.
it's like a straight like spider leg.
Oh, okay.
But
they're
he's
just like bendable spears that are also his arms.
yeah.
So
He's
metal-
going to try to grab Emmy. You need to do a dexterity saving throw.
11 and 1?
Yeah.
12.
That is not good enough.
Oh.
And he uses his arms and he grabs you and he picks you up in the air and he starts walking over. He's having some trouble with it because of what's his name? Dax. What Dax did initially to mess up his arm, so he's losing a little bit of control. And he's like, Emmy, I had a real fun in the forge. I think you might too.
Oh, dear.
And he's trying to throw you into the forge, but he has not done that yet.
Oh, dear.
Stonecutter's turn.
Yeah, it is. Again, Brutus is just he's trying to break away from Roderick. And he just, no matter what he does, he cannot break away from Roderick.
I think he doesn't want to.
I don't think
is
so
the
either.
thing. He
In fact-
he doesn't want to. Well,
Yes, because if he did, I think if anything, he would help.
yeah.
I don't think he would. I think he's done with him.
Maybe if he does break out, he'll just drag his brothers to the door and wait
Yeah.
for something to finish up, But I'm just I'm pitting that to a character thing. So.
Emmy, it is your turn.
Yeah, I have to get. I have to try to get away from him.
You need to do a strength saving throw.
What's that, 17?
Yeah.
17, 19.
19. You are able to break away. You actually break off one of his metal arms, which causes Jarrus to actually scream.
Okay.
And then you fall next to him.
Okay.
And you're holding one of his metal arms.
Yeah.
So as a weapon, what can the arm do? You just do a little stab with his arm.
Touche.
It's a spear.
Oh, so it actually would count as a spear. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
if you wanted to jam it into him or something
Yeah.
like that.
As I broke it and fell, I.
Make an attack. Make a strength roll. If you're going to jam this into him.
Ooh. 4.
Well. Strength, huh?
Yeah.
So 6.
Yeah.
As you lunge towards him with it, with his other metal leg, he swats it away and it goes flying into
Okay.
the room.
Okay, cool.
Well, but at least I got away.
Yeah, and also you ripped off.
And I broke one of them.
Tristan, it's
So
your
now
turn.
he's only got one. Ah!
Yeah. My turn. So I broke away, but I might go back and engage. So I would like to see if I could invoke the gauntlets again.
Okay.
But then what I want to do is try to run up and grab one of his arms and snap another arm.
Okay. Sure.
It can be a real arm, but also I'm going for his metal arms.
Oh, okay.
So,
If you want to break his arm, you can.
I do, but I'll break his.
Yeah.
I'll break his. Rolling for Arcana. I did much better this time, but +3, that's 14. So
You roll it again.
cool.
Your Arcana has advantage.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
18 + 4 is 22.
Yeah, your gauntlets start glowing. And this time, what was it again? You say 18?
18.
22.
Well, 22 with
22.
+4. Yeah.
You start hearing a voice talk to you saying,
Oh, like before.
Yeah.
"You think, Jack, you can do this." That's what you hear. It's not Roderick. Sorry, that was the Roderick voice.
That was a Russian voice. Yeah.
It's just an echoey voice that you're hearing. And then you're able to.
To charge and try to grab at the leg.
Yeah.
Good.
Snap it.
Great.
Cool.
Do it.
But Scott, you're letting your players do multiple terms for action. Yeah, I am. Just roll your dice.
That's 13. Gauntlet attack bonus is +1, so that's 14.
Okay. As you go for the arm, the barrier starts to push it. You're starting to push against his shield of faith, and you aren't breaking through it, but you are starting to overpower it with your magic
Awesome.
in the gauntlets.
Okay, so I'm not successful in the thing, but I'm kind of pushing against its shield.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, and I'm overpowering it. All right, I'm gonna keep it that.
Okay.
Awesome.
And he's fighting back at you. Roderick takes his turn, and he puts his head and he puts his whole mouth over on top of Big Brutus, and he throws him against the door. And then he turns and looks at the two of you.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of ready himself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Three against one.
He's ready.
Yeah.
It's Jairus' turn. And I need the both of you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. 15.
I got a 20. So.
Oh, okay. So with his other, with the one that's not broken and the one, because he has 4 legs, that's pushing against Jak, he does the other two and he tries to sweep the both of your feet, but you two jump out of the way. Awesome. And you're still like combating him and you're pushing him closer and closer against the edge of the forge.
Cool.
Yeah, but the last time we pushed him into the forge, it didn't work out so well.
I'm not trying to push him into the forge. I'm just trying to get my hands on him.
You noticed that Brutus, as it looked like he was injured, he's completely fine, and he's slowly putting a code on the door to open it.
Okay.
But I noticed that he's opening the door.
Yeah. Emmi, it's your turn.
I mean, player-to-player advice, just because I think that Jak in character is just so focused on pushing up against him. I don't think he even notices that he's pushing him into the well forge. He's just kind of brute forcing him. He's that mad. Just player-to-player advice. Maybe Brutus is opening the door to get his brothers out.
Sure.
So maybe something that could be advantageous is if Emmi grabs Jak and strength, just her brute strength, pulls him with her, and they race out the door.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
Because I said, okay, so Emmi noticed that he was opening the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if she realized that, then yes, that's exactly what I thought. I thought if he's opening the door, my instinct was to, what I did was I grabbed Jak and basically started, and of course I'm telling this to Roderick, and I said, let's get out of here, and he agreed.
Okay, so you run and back off as Jairus looks and sees that the door is opening. He makes an attack of opportunity on you. Emmi, what's your armor class?
14.
As you back away, using one of his legs, Jairus flings it out and it grabs your foot. What do? You were previously holding onto Jak, and you were about to be tossed into the air. Like, do you let go of Jak? Do you call to Roderick? What do you do?
Yeah, I guess I call Roderick so he could.
So you push Jak out of the way, and Jairus throws you into the air, and you're careening towards the well forge. And Roderick runs and jumps and lunges at you to catch you.
Okay.
And the two of you collide, and you both fall in the well forge.
Oh.
Hey everybody, it's me, Scotty. I want to thank you all again for listening to Forsyth Fantasy Hour. If you like the show, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and other podcast services. That really helps promote the show, and it lets these podcatchers see that we are an active and live podcast. So if you do that, that'll really help. You can also follow us on Twitter at FFH Podcast, and then you can find us on Facebook as well if you just search FFH Podcast or Forsyth Fantasy Hour. Doing all of that helps you stay up to date with the show when you know new episodes are coming out, and then if there's ever like a schedule change or a delay in the episode. So this is the final episode in this arc, which we're calling Taking Care of Business. And then the next episode we're going to have is our level up episode. So Emmi and Jak are going to level up, and we're going to have the ability to talk about, what we thought about this arc. And maybe they can ask some questions that maybe I left unanswered during Taking Care of Business. And that episode is going to release February 27th. And then after that, we have a lot more planned for the show, but I don't want to reveal everything just yet. But in short, get excited. Everything is all good. There's nothing bad that's happening. Forsyth Fantasy Hour is just going to keep becoming bigger and better. And then I'm just going to work really hard to make the show even more accessible to new viewers and listeners as a whole. So it's going to be really, really cool. New things are on the horizon. We just finished up this arc. I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited. And I just want to thank you all again for listening. And that's all I had. for this little break. I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Things get a little crazy. It's a real doozy. When Emmi and Roderick fall into the forge, they black out for a moment and awake in a void coursing with swirling green energy. As Emmi floats in this place, she scans the area and finds nothing but more energy. Just then, the mind-link crown starts to burn. During the pain and the stinging, she winces, and she gets a series of visions. Some of her own memories. The flood at Tranquility Bay, saving the woman Josephine in her past, meeting Ander Alexander Stormborn, and all the events of the Barbarian's Ball. However, some of the visions are not her own. She sees a small tribe of winter wolves traveling along a mountainside. Another scene shows a female winter wolf showing Emmi a newborn pup as the other wolves howl in celebration. Then there's another scene of the mountainside engulfed in flames, with bodies of wolves lining the highland. The final vision Emmi sees is herself being dragged away on a cart by a band of bugbears and goblins, as a lone wolf stands on top the cliffside. When Emmi opens her eyes, she sees Roderick in the void, and then a wave of energy overwhelms them both. Jak, you're now by the door. The brothers have gotten out. The door is open, and you just see this large shockwave explosion come out of the forge with Emmi and Roderick careening over to the side, the right side of it.
Oh, so we came out.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering, how do you even get out? But just like the other guy fell in and came out.
Yeah, shockwave kind of pushed him out of the forge.
So once you go in, you do come out.
And Jak, you notice her little crown that goes across her head. It's actually a diadem. That's what it's called.
It's not there?
It's not there, but there is something.
Like a imprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a singed, like, you could tell there was something sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I get specific, is it kind of like if you got, like, glasses on for too long?
Yeah,
and
an imprint.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
but it's not going away.
Okay.
Okay, because now it's inside my head.
And I'm by the
and
door,
it's inside his head, so we're just now communicating.
Are they knocked out, or are they just kind of...
Oh, the brothers?
No.
No. You guys are just more in shock, and it's like you are literally thinking what each other is thinking. Like, no matter what you say or think, Roderick is kind of thinking the same thing, and like Roderick's kind of doing the same for you. So like your minds are now incredibly connected.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it could be worse. and in fact, you know how before, he had some, some magic that hurt him. And he, I thought when he went into the Wellforge and came out, I thought he would be restored to his big 10-foot size or something, because you remember it enhances everything.
I mean, if we're talking about like the lore of this specific Wellforge,
it's just items.
I think
it's
it's design, so
it's just
like
items.
It messes with artifacts.
Yeah.
So
And that was an artifact.
yeah.
So, okay.
No, it wasn't. It was found in the cave. You found that cave. That's why your shield is still intact and your armor is still intact, because those are Wellforge created items.
That's true.
Now, something magical combined with something non-magical. You are technically an artifact created by the Wellforge.
Oh,
Ew.
wow.
Okay.
And then as you look at the Wellforge, the energy is lower and it's slowly diminishing.
What is Jarrus doing? Because would it be my turn or his turn? Whose turn is it?
It would be your turn. He's just kind of looking at them.
Oh, okay. So, can I pull a sneak attack?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And is his shield still up?
No, because that actually broke his concentration.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll grab this, and then I'll also grab this, just so. I wanna clonk him on the. I don't have to invoke the gauntlets again, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're still glowing. Okay, so I wanna. I'm gonna do the William Shatner.
Yeah, there you go.
Double fist.
Might as well.
And knock him on the back of the head as hard as possible.
Okay.
And this is a sneak attack. All I wrote under that was 2d6. Is that what I have to roll, or do I have to do the d20 first?
You do the d20. I think it's you do the d20 first, and then you add that to it.
Yeah.
It could have always been worse.
It could have.
It could have been worse. And besides, Roderick has always been,
I do have a concern.
Oh, I got lots of concerns.
Right.
But still.
My big concern from all this description about what's happened to you two is that anything either one of you tries to do, the other one will also do. Because it seems like anything you're thinking is also something he's thinking, and the same vice versa. So it's not just that your minds are connected and that you can communicate, but that you guys are one kindred spirit.
I don't know. We'll
And that,
see.
like-
And again, that's another reason to get rid of all the forges, because maybe all of that will
Dissipate. Yeah.
Stop at some point.
Yeah.
In time. With
Yeah.
time. Don't know.
Yeah, I think you just roll extra damage.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be a sneak attack. So roll for your attack for your gauntlets. Here we go.
Oh, awesome. That was an 18 with the gauntlets that's +1. So
Okay.
That's 19.
19.
And then 2d6 for the sneak attack.
On top of your
top of-
1d4 plus like 1.
Oh, okay. So I would, if I do them all at the same time, it's a d4 and 2d6.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. I've always wanted to do this. We've been doing one dice at a time.
Yeah,
so,
right? That makes you look very fancy.
Yeah.
Right, so that's a lot of dice. 4, 5.
Okay. On the d4, it was 3. 3 plus 1, that's 4. And then with the 2d6,
It's
it was a
4.
1 and a 4. So that's 5. That's 9.
Is 9?
Yeah.
Man, you smack him over the head, and like you hear a loud, considerable noise, and he just kind of turns and he looks at you, and he's like super dazed.
And then I can do a bonus action. Cunning action is the only bonus action I have, right? Fast hands isn't really. Well, fast hands is sleight of hand.
Fast hand is bonus action. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll do that, and I'll take his bag.
Okay.
Oh, while he's dazed?
Roll
Yeah.
For dexterity or not sleight of hand check.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was an 8.
And
You try to reach for his bag, but he kind of like dazedly tries to grab at you.
Just kind of slaps my hand away.
Yeah. It's Roderick's turn, and he's just kind of standing there. He moves, and you don't move, so you're not like
we're not tied like that.
no.
It's just the thinking thing.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Wow, I think we need to go. Let's
Which is what I was trying to do to begin with.
And then he kind of like shakes his head and goes, "What do you want to do with Jairus?"
So right now he's like dazed, right?
Yeah.
I just say, well, let's see if we can't grab, because again, I'm dazed too. I'm kind of going, let's see if we can't grab Jack and head out. Because if he's dazed, then this is our opportunity to try to head out.
Roderick goes, I'll take care of the dwarves. And
I was thinking more like us and Jack.
he goes, you get Jack.
Okay.
He is also dazed.
And
Yeah.
he starts running towards the dwarves.
Okay. And so if it's my turn, I guess I just try to grab.
It's Jairus's. Jairus turns he turns at you and he grabs something from his bag and he throws a little vial of gel, and it falls right in front of you, so covering like the area that you're in. And then he is going to try to light it.
Oh, great.
He can't. He's reaching for his bag, but he can't seem to find his little
Remember, he's dazed.
what we call it before.
Like a lighter?
Flintstone?
Yeah, but the thing.
Oh, the castanet.
His castanet. He can't seem to light it.
Okay,
But so
good.
now there's just basically like a bunch of pitch in front of you.
Okay.
Emmy, it's your turn.
Oh, and I guess I can't fly on this turn.
No. You feel something in you that you can do, though.
Would you like to invoke it?
I would love to do that, whatever it is.
Roll the d20.
Okay. Yes, there's something I feel I can do.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was...
And so am I
It was a 3.
Yeah.
So you start running and you get caught because you feel something coming up from your stomach and you're starting to cough a little bit, and it's really unpleasant. And as you do, Roderick kind of senses it and looks at you, and you start breathing cold, like a cold breath, like winter wolves do. But it's almost like you're vomiting, just coughing up and spewing out all of this snow and ice from your mouth.
Okay.
It's so weird.
Which is, so can I direct it over to him?
You should ask Roderick how to control it.
No.
Also.
But I just now realized, I now can do something that a winter wolf can do.
Yes.
Oh. Although it's weird, it's kind of cool at the same time. Like, ooh.
Your vomiting, though, is the problem.
Yeah.
On your
It's a lot of
hands and
it's
knees.
a lot of sludgy ice.
Yeah.
It's sludgy ice.
Yeah. And yes, I'd imagine sloshy, like muddy ice.
Yeah.
Like when you're
Not muddy, slushy.
All right. Whose turn is it?
Jack's turn.
Oh, okay, cool. Man.
Your gauntlets are still glowing.
The gauntlets reacted to the robots, which were created by the Wellforge, and it seems like they're freaking out a lot now because, like we said about Emmi and Roderick, they are both now technically artifacts, which means that also so is Jarrus.
Right.
So I think what Jak does is just grab his head and just hold his head and invoke whatever it Arcana, whatever it is in the gauntlets, like just invoke that as he's like holding Jarrus's head.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like thumbs like over the eyes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's not trying to crush his skull, he's just like
Oh, but that would be okay.
it'd be okay, but
We need him to stop.
So roll Arcana.
Cool.
And this will be an attack roll.
Awesome. All right, that's 15 with my Arcana. That is 18.
So as you start doing that, feels like you're almost depowering him and diffusing his power. And as you're doing this, his legs start to fall off of his body, and then you see a spectral form doing the exact same, like mirroring you, and the two of you are just taking all of this power away from him, and the spectral form is the Paladin Pilgrim. It's Jak Pilgrim.
Oh, is it just for image's sake, for cinema's sake? Could it? Is he like just over me, or is he like on the other side?
He's on the other side.
Oh, okay. So there's like two people holding his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you're doing that, Jarrus just starts yelling, and you do 9 points of damage to him.
Awesome.
And then Jarrus falls onto his knees. And I will let you know, as a gameplay point, he is at 1 health.
Ah.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do with Jarrus?
I mean, we're not really the kind of killing folk.
No, but we
We're
need
not.
him to stop.
We do need him to stop, but here's something else.
Here's what we can do. Okay, we've got police right outside the door.
Yeah.
Let's tie him up. He can't do anything at 1. He can't do anything at this point.
Yeah.
So we now you can tie him up.
Yeah.
And I'll let you have the privilege and
Yeah.
what do you call it when you
Satisfaction?
satisfaction? Thank you. Thank you.
Just having the satisfaction. Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
remember, the whole point of going there was to destroy the forge. So if we got Maddox and the boys,
Yeah.
at bay, if we got him, now we're able to do what we came to do.
Right. So how do we destroy the
That's not
Wellforge?
something I have wondered
I was about to
from
ask.
the nanosecond we walked in.
We're having this conversation.
Yes.
I'm tying him up.
Yeah,
I
tie him
just
up.
want to make it
Yeah,
clear
yeah.
we're not just leaving him. I'm tying
Yeah.
him up.
As you're tying him up, and I'm going, okay, I know that this is bringing you lots of satisfaction.
Yes.
But we came to destroy the forge. By the way, how are we going to do that? And can we consult with Big Brutus now? Because it's like, hey, you don't have to worry about him no more. And I think that if we destroy the forge somehow,
Yeah.
maybe all of these weird effects will end or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And I mean, I
So
do,
what would you like to do?
I have an option that
Okay.
I was thinking of. I mean, like, my gauntlet's depowered an artifact. This man was fully an artifact. Very powerful one, yet I took him apart. Like, I just point at the legs that are just, like, lifeless now. Not just because they're not connected to him, but they're just metal or whatever material they are now. And so I think, would I be able to, like, put my hands inside the cauldron?
Yeah, try it.
Okay. I mean, I do not know how else we would take down this well forge. So let's try.
Do an Arcana check.
Yeah. It's 14. That's 17.
You're as soon as you start putting your hands on top of the cauldron or inside the cauldron, which, as I mentioned before, after Emmi and Roderick went through it, the power lessened.
That's
so,
right.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So actually, with less power is better because too much power may kill you, or something.
Maybe. Okay.
That's
That's
15.
just a 15. I don't have a saving throw.
Okay, so as you're doing it, it starts to hurt you, and it's starting to take a toll on you. But as you are putting your hands into this forge and into this power, it is starting to lessen and diminish, and then finally it disappears.
Oh,
Have I taken damage, though? How much?
What's your maximum health?
Well, I have 17 right now because I did take one from
Okay, you
burning.
took 5.
Yeah. Oh, I took 5?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Emmi, make a perception check.
11.
You're just really amazed by what has happened right now and what is happening. And you can clearly tell it is actually taking a toll on Jak, and he's physically looking like weaker from it.
So can I go over to him and do a cure wounds or something?
Sure, you don't have to
Or bless, whatever you call it.
No, we'll do cure wounds. You don't have to look it up
Okay.
because we're gonna start wrapping this up.
Okay.
So yeah, you do, and you kind of just heal him up,
Okay.
and Jak, you start to feel a little bit better. Something about it does feel like it changes. What was your health pool again?
Max was 18. That put me down to 12 before cure wounds. So.
Your maximum now is 15.
Oh.
As Jak realizes his body has become weaker, the well forge surges for a final time. The surge isn't big or powerful. It's actually quite frail and quiet. This final surge radiates over weapons and gear. It radiates over Noishing and the beacon in Jairus' bag and the smorb in Jak's bag. It stops glowing as we watch the light dim and become faint. In the factory, the vorpal doors retract and change in hue. The lights lining the walls of the forge begin to dim, and the automatons start to lose their luster. Even the remnants of Jairus' metal contraption pushes out of his body and falls alongside the other metal legs laying on the floor, as if they were never there in the first place. Roderick begins to tell Emmi everything he's seeing, but his voice becomes faint to her, until neither Emmi nor Roderick can hear each other. As Emmi notices, she tells Jak, then she watches her flying armor, her magic shield, the newly required brass knuckles, all diminish in power. Then Jak looks in his bag and he takes out the robe of useful items that Matic gave him, and he watches it turn back into an ordinary robe, and the patches returning to their original items. But then the two go to talk to Brutus, who during the fight had escaped with his brothers, and they now sit in the floor of the factory.
So we're on the floor.
Mhm.
We're in the foundry floor next to Maddox's old office. He's got his brothers popped up, and
We can talk to Brutus now.
yeah, we could.
And he does he know if all this had just happened? Because he was kind of away from us.
He's not focused on it. He's not paying attention.
So do we inform him of all that's happening?
Would you like to?
Sure.
Started off as, hey,
Well, first of all, he's going to see.
everything's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
And you don't have to listen to Jarrus anymore.
He doesn't say anything. He's just kind of sitting there.
You don't have to follow any of his instructions.
And any transgressions that you might have pulled on us, it's all forgiven.
Yeah, sure. It was not you.
So-
It wasn't your fault.
And look, we've got him tied up, so not only can we get out of here, but we can put him in the right hands.
He just kind of nods, and as he just watches his brothers sleep, he just kind of sits with them.
Oh, so do we
Well, I mean,
How do we get them out of this sleep?
Brutus kind of looks at you, and he just says, "Oh, I'll take care of it."
Okay.
You could come with us, by the way. Sundew Valley's over there, and I mean, it didn't sound like the mayor had a problem with you, so.
He goes, "Maybe, in time."
Yeah, right now you probably have to take care of your brothers.
Yeah, so.
And as you walk, and you're walking out of the forge, the two of you, Roderick and Jarrus in hand, as soon as you exit the cave, Chief Moxie is standing in front of the two of you, and she draws her hand crossbow and says, "Emmi Hilltopper, Jak Pilgrim, the two of you are under arrest
What?
for suspicion, withholding evidence, and impersonation. You two are not Gray Orange and Mrs. Orange. I'm gonna need the two of you to step into my car."
Okay, but we got the bad guy
We
for
have
you.
we have a member of the Insect Glaive.
This is the Insect Glaive guy that we got for you, and we just shut down this here.
I need the two of you to get into the car right now.
Okay.
All right.
Can we make one call?
Can we take him with us?
He'll go in the car with you as well.
Okay, cool.
The cart, I should say.
All right, cool. We're heading to Six's Port, right?
Yes, you better believe it. And you better get your story straight. And as she does that, she motions for you guys to get in. It's this big old wagon that is being driven by Lieutenant Filone. And she opens up the back doors, and there's just two benches in a wide open, like, flat bed. And then the two seats for the wagon, and it's being pulled by two Clydesdales.
Okay.
Is Roderick being made to get in as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, darn.
They haven't seen the dwarves though, huh? Because it didn't sound
They were
like he
still
followed.
inside.
No, they're interested in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
cool.
so, you guys get in. She pulls out some sort of device, and she goes, "Okay, we got them. Now we're gonna be heading on our way. I need a couple other people to come check out this facility." And she goes, "Oh boy, the two of you are gonna be in a heap of trouble."
Can we call the mayor of Sundew?
Yeah,
and-
can we get a call? Can we get some food, actually? That sounds nice.
Jack, not now.
Okay.
The mayor. The mayor could validate and be.
I'm more interested in getting the two of you into a cell right now, and we'll talk about that later.